Hello, YouTube. What's up? We're back. Again, after a long absence. What's up, YouTube? My name is Testikoles. As usual, I got my boys with me. I got Mr. PeaceandCarrots, also known as Pinoy Hulk Hogan right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Always Keeping Still, Mr. Boogerfungues. And let's not forget Mr. Patriot himself, Mr. BboyDamn.
What up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? It's been a while. We kind of took a break from the show for a little bit because honestly, we just wanted to play some games. So that's all. If anybody was like wondering what we were up to, any of our fans was wondering.
Lazy fuck.
Yeah, we were just kind of. Yeah, it's not an excuse. It shouldn't be an excuse, but fuck it. That's what happened. We all got together. We started gaming a lot. What have we been playing?
45 subscribers.
Oh shit! 45
Woo!
people who actually care
I think
of our
that deserves a
stupidity.
dance.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh
That
shit!
probably deserves a dance.
Here we go.
party.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Build up. Build. Oh no, fuck that. Straight to the.
Oh!
Yep.
Dance party!
Yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, you boys have been doing a hell of a lot of gaming lately. We kind of, well, we didn't exactly take a break from Awesomest Talking Talk Show. We just kind of postponed production because, like I said, we've been gaming a lot. I feel like I've been saying a lot of that, but you know what? It's the damn truth. We've been playing games a lot, and what have we been playing? We've been playing the fuck out of GTA because GTA came out with them biker updates, all the motorcycle club stuff, and honestly, we've been having a lot of fun with it. We have not really put it down. We've been getting together like almost every damn night, getting together and grinding out missions on GTA. And to be honest, with this, with the new biker updates that have come out, I don't know if anybody has bought one of the biker clubhouses that's available in the game now. But when you do, there's it's the same thing like when you get the executive office. There's a meeting room, one big office room that all the members can get in and you can sit down and yada yada yada. But this time there's in the biker clubhouse there's a wall of contracts, and there's like 3 contracts at a time, and you can access them in real time. You don't have to load into a screen or anything like that, or have to do the invites and shit. So you know, you can just access that open world, and it's been pretty cool, and we've been making a lot of money doing that method. You don't even need to be in an open or in a public lobby for that. You can just be in a invite only and just kick back with your friends, and it's super easy. And the clubhouse themselves, they only cost like well, the cheapest one is around $200,000 GTA dollars. The most expensive one is bordering around 500,000.
I've spent 200,000 real dollars on a fucking game.
It would.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I think the fun is what do you call this? An open lobby though. Like, I think it's a lot more fun when there's a bunch more people trying to kill your ass and shit.
Yeah, of course you gotta be OP as shit in order to get anything done, because you know how you get a lot of trolls online.
You don't have to be OP, all you have to do is fucking hack the game like other motherfuckers are doing.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of hackers going around these days. I don't know what's the deal there.
But if you just want to grind and make some money, then yeah, grab a couple of your friends and do a MC contract.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, we've been making a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, we've been like pretty much all of my garages now have nothing but cars from Legendary Motorsport now. And it's pretty freaking
especially
awesome.
the X80 because you grinded so much to get the X80.
Don't hate. Hey, don't hate.
Actually, we did. We kind of did on that one. There's no, yeah. But anyway, you know, it's been a great money-making method, and we've just been having a whole lot of fun with it. It's something brand new, something new to do in GTA, because we've all been playing GTA for so long that we've been playing pretty much every single game mode that was out there. When the heist came out, we played the hell out of that until it got played out. When VIP mode kicked in, we played some of that. You know, we used the VIP sightseer method to make money, and we did a lot of that. We've done all the contact missions. We've done pretty much, you know, we've done everything except for like active adversary modes because we can never find a damn lobby. Well, I don't know about you guys, but
I think it's just the fact that we don't like to fucking play with other people.
Yeah, honestly, I do not enjoy playing with the online community at all. It sucks. For me, at least. You know, if you like doing it, hey, that more power to you. But me personally, I'm not into it, and I'm going to stay the hell away from that. But anyways, all that aside, yeah, that's what we've been doing, and we are back with the Awesomest Talking Talk Show. How's everybody been doing? What you guys been up to, other than you know, getting together with me with the motorcycle club?
Working.
The usual.
Yeah. Yeah. Us
right.
really popular YouTube stars have to work too.
we got our day jobs that we have to work on. Excuse me 1 second, gentlemen.
Well, except for me, I don't work for shit. Fuck that. I don't like working. I make my money off of YouTube because I'm such a big YouTube star. Yeah. My 45 subscribers is enough. They rack me like probably 2 cents, and that's enough for me.
That's good enough.
Represent.
That's good enough for me, man. Shit, as long as I don't gotta work, man. I'm my own boss, bro. Come on.
That 2 cents is money that I didn't work for, damn it.
Well,
Woo, I had to change out from the last costume because I was it was getting really hot.
I've been living on VR for the last few days.
The VR world.
There's the dick face.
The
so
Matrix.
awesome. VR is awesome, people. Get on that!
But wait, that's for our third topic though. Let's not talk about VR yet.
Yeah. Let's not jump ahead. We're gonna get into some VR shit. But before we do that,
and as an advocate or supporter of the VR, let me just say, fuck you, B-Boy, and your fucking VR. Okay? That's all you fucking talk about is VR this and VR that, and oh look at me, I'm sitting down and I'm looking into space while you motherfuckers are looking at your computer screens and shit.
Don't hate the player.
Fuck you.
don't hate the player, hate the company that made that game.
I'm not gonna lie though.
right.
I'm kind of jelly. I'm pretty jelly that I am bounded to the confines of a motherfucking 1440p screen. I want that VR goodness. I want that VR goodness so bad.
I was jealous until you told us how much you paid for it and what you went through to get it here. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I'm good. I'll wait.
But it was worth it. It was worth it.
Yes, I will say that it was. Yeah, when you go through that much shit, it is
That shit better
definitely
be
worth it to pay off.
Damn.
Even if you
real,
didn't have
man.
to go through all that shit, it would still be worth it, worth the price tag.
Bro.
But anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about bikes.
Brum brum.
No, I mean, okay, honestly, since the biker update has come out, and you guys have played with a lot of the different bikes that were added to the game, which one's your favorite out of all of them?
Pikachu.
I think that's a unanimous
Pikachu.
already.
Uh,
That's unanimous.
honestly, I would have to say the Chimera is my favorite. It just looks. It handles like a fucking tank. It's horrible, but it just fucking looks so awesome, dude.
I think a tank handles way better than that damn thing.
Would
That
you get?
Chimera's horrible.
Would you get a bike? Would you get a bike like that in real life, Booger?
No,
In real life, actually, maybe, yeah. I might do that.
I'm a street bike person, or not a street bike, sports bike person. If I was to actually use my hard-earned money to buy a motorcycle, it would be a sports bike. Not a
So-
Harley or anything resembling a Harley. No type of cruisers. I hate those shit in real life.
So you would actually buy the Hakucho.
I'll build a Hakucho.
Yeah.
Shit, that shit's tight.
Yeah,
dude.
honestly, for me, cause you guys will see in my garage, I have pretty much all the new bikes, and I've tried them all out.
Oh, sorry.
As far
I got all the
Anyways.
new bikes and all the lowriders, and I got an X80 and a fucking executive office. Oh, and I'm the only one with a motorcycle house.
fuck yeah, I am. Yes,
What is
I
wrong with
am.
you
Rep
tonight?
for fucking Zen.
What is this
Anyways.
all I hated? You hate
Anyways. He just wants to get it.
Don't worry, Max,
He
it's not
just
me,
wishes
it's
he
you.
got it first.
everybody.
You know what? Just because you're not moving.
Now, you know, if I did was to pick a bike though from the fucking from the update other than the Hakucho, I actually like the fucking rat bike, dude. The rat bike's pretty
yeah?
sick. Yeah, I mean just the look.
That's one of the bikes I did not end up buying.
Like
I'm not gonna lie.
it's slow as shit, but it can
That's
keep
why I
it
didn't
can,
buy
but it can keep up. But you just have to upgrade the shit out of it. But just the look, dude, how it rides, it reminds me of like, you know, those greaser days, like I love those eras of bikes, man. Like that greaser
Definitely.
that greaser look, and that bike definitely has that look, bro. Especially if you dress the part with, like, you know, that biker look with the fucking black leather and I mean, I'm not dressed like that in GTA, but
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, that bike is pretty nice. But since I felt the speed of the Hakucho, that thing can do everything. That's like
Come to
equivalent
think
to
of it,
like
your
the
characters.
Kuruma. The what?
Come to think of it, your character is the only character that looks like he came out of prison. Everybody else doesn't.
Oh, fucking my character in GTA.
You're the only one that looks like a fucking hardened criminal. Everybody else doesn't.
Yeah, dude, it's GTA, man.
Well,
I can
if
do
I
whatever
keep my
want.
character shirtless, then yeah, because I got all the tattoos and everything.
Mine just
like,
looks like a
full
fucking
body
psychotic, like, I don't know, like he was dropped when he was born or some shit type of character, and now he's
No, like he was
up in the head.
Like he was abused in the womb and somehow survived.
No, like what? Right when he was born, the doctor slapped him way too hard, and it was already like abuse, like post-birth abuse.
Like brain damage.
He decided to slap him in the face instead of the ass, and then accidentally dropped him. Here's your baby. And that's how he became like a fucking hardened serial killer criminal guy. That's my character.
Yeah, mine has different personalities depending on what the hell freaking I'm wearing.
You're
Anyways.
just straight up gay.
Yeah, he can be from time to time, but I like him like that.
Hey, but
I've got different outfits.
Let's
that I
tell him our
can
theme though.
sometimes.
Let's tell the audience our current theme right now.
Oh yeah, our current theme that we're going with, and you guys will see this in videos in the near future, most likely. We're now going with a Power Rangers theme. We have all adopted
Yeah.
a specific color. There's only 4 of us, so we can't go with the original 5 colors. But we all pretty much picked our favorite Ranger, or the next favorite Ranger, depending on which color had already previously been picked. Yeah, how it happened was it was actually Peace that started it. He ended up getting the Hakucho bike and coloring it pink and white.
Yeah.
And then he named it Kimberly.
Kimberly. Yeah.
He
Because the
named
bike
that
looked
thing
like it would
Kimberly.
be in like fucking Power Rangers and shit. Like it fit.
Yeah, right?
90s
Yeah.
kids, all you 90s kids know what we're talking about.
So after that, we all just kind of followed suit. B-Boy ended up coloring his shit red. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm the Green Ranger. So I went in, I got it green.
Well, you
and
kind of
then-
have like a mixed personality thing, you know, because you're like, are you green or are you white? You keep changing.
Well, yeah, at first, yeah, but now everything is completely green. I've got nothing but Green Ranger, a full-on
Which
Green
is a
Ranger
good
garage
choice.
going.
Which is a good choice. I actually like the Green Ranger
Yeah.
better than the White Ranger.
And I'm really digging the green and gold shit. You know, it's just it looks
Yeah,
more
green and gold,
Rangerish
yeah,
than
green and
freaking
gold
the White
actually,
Ranger.
looks
The white and
pretty well.
gold is just. Yeah, the white and gold looks cool, but it's a little too clean. You know, I like the Green Ranger because he was darker,
It's not GTA
so it
enough.
fits better anyway.
White
Yeah,
and
it's not
gold. It's
GTA,
too
you know.
clean. It's way too clean. It's too clean. I gotta make
For
it
real.
more retarded.
It's like we gotta dirty this up a bit. Put it in green. No, but as far as what we were saying, what we were talking about earlier with the new bikes and shit, honestly, like, because like I mentioned, I tried out almost all the bikes, because I kind of went crazy and started buying up a storm with all the new bikes. So I got most of them in my garage, and I'd have to say honestly, I'm mixed with all the different bikes. What I found is, for mission purposes, I find the Hakuchu to be the best choice. It's got the fastest acceleration, the fastest speed. The control and handling on that bike is just pinpoint accuracy.
Surprisingly,
It's
for a
really fucking good.
For a drag
Very
bike,
surprising.
like that shit can fucking handle really
Yeah,
well.
usually
Brakes
when it
are
comes
on
to
point.
fast. Yeah, usually
The
when it
only
comes to
thing I
fast
hate
bikes.
about the Hakucho is you can't fucking wheelie that shit.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
drag
but
bike.
then
that's
again,
the
you
only
don't need to.
downside.
You don't need to. That thing is fast enough.
No, but I mean, it's just cool to have a fucking bike and just be able to wheelie it. I like this Chimera because you can like fucking lowrider drag that shit on the ground.
That's your
Which
favorite
brings-
part.
Which brings me to my point about the Chimera. I find like the most visually stunning bikes to be the Chimera and the Street Blazer. But I think the Street Blazer, the only reason I find it so visually appealing is it's the only bike or four-wheeler in the game, the only motorcycle type vehicle in the game that you can add a fucking spoiler to, which I thought was just fucking sick.
The
man.
four-wheeler.
I love it. I
Which
love
one's
it.
the
It's
one?
retarded
What's
as
yours,
shit.
B-boy? Nightblade, right?
Oh, I like the Hakuchu, but yeah, if my
I like
second
the
choice would
Nightblade.
be the Nightblade
Yeah, Nightblade's pretty good.
because
Is
it,
it
or no,
Nightblade or-
Nightshade.
Nightshade.
there.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds me of a V-Rod in real life, and I've always wanted one of those type of cruisers, if not, you know, aside from
I
a
just
sports
like that.
bike. But
I just like that big wheel look, dude. Like
Yeah.
when the wheel in the back is just so wide and shit. Like that shit's sick, dude.
yo,
Okay,
Which-
well,
that's what I
brings
like
me to
about
my-
it. It's got that big wheel in the back. It makes you look beast when you ride that thing, even if it's not that fast.
what's your least favorite thing in the
Wh-
new update?
which-
The glitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so there's a lot of
Unanimous,
glitchiness.
too.
Me and B-Boy both had to reinstall our games just to like clear up the
It
glitch.
never
And
happened to
even
me,
at that,
but just
like,
playing with you guys, glitching everywhere and shit makes it fucking unenjoyable in my end. But yeah, that would be my least favorite.
try being the one that it's glitching on. I mean, we were playing and the game was just stuttering like crazy, non-stop. I mean, I was running my recording software and I was getting like 3 frames a second. It was just fucking ridiculous. The frame rate was
You guys
dropping
would
so
you guys
bad.
would ram me when we were playing, and I'd end up crashing because like you're glitching to the side and ramming me into a car and shit.
So, well,
But what I don't get
Oh,
though is
no,
how come you guys are glitching
Rockstar.
and not us?
that's weird. I don't know.
I don't
You
know. I don't know what's the deal with that. Maybe it has. I don't know. It might have something to do with our setups, to be honest. But
No, I
maybe.
don't,
I've
It
tried
can't be your
different
setups
fixes.
because we're pretty much all running the same shit.
Yeah, which is that's why
it's the
like
Pornhub
I don't
virus,
get
dude.
why it would be the setup.
y'all
I
gotta
mean,
stop watching Pornhub, man.
yeah, B-boy, stop sending me those
Whoa.
links.
It's the fucking
Hey,
it's
hey.
that VR
Shut
Pornhub
up.
experience too much. Dude, I've checked it out. Not on a goggle, but on my phone and shit. That shit's pretty tight. But I can just
Oh,
imagine on
yeah.
VR though. Hey,
It's pretty tight.
but hey, I'm having no problem. My GTA's not glitching, so I'm good. I can watch all I want.
Yeah,
maybe we just got.
I went ahead and
unlucky
I
with,
installed.
down.
I went ahead and I reinstalled my game, and I did a couple little programming tweaks and shit like that. And honestly, my game hasn't been glitching all that much lately.
But in any
Not
case,
like first time.
Rockstar, we implore you to fix it. Fix it.
But other than that, though, the
We can't
update
take
is
it anymore.
2 thumbs up, bro. I like it. I like
For
it.
real, the update.
For real.
I've just been having so much fun with it. We've been making so much money off of it. It's just I've been having a lot of fun with the update. Like we've been making it enough money to the point where I'm actually going in and I'm spending money on the damn the VIP skins for the guns just because they look awesome. Those things are like freaking 20 to 40 grand a pop.
And I know I already told you guys,
like,
but just for the sake of the viewers, save your money. I mean, right now it's the best time to make money, but save it because there's a new update coming up where they're releasing a fucking Tron bike that's a little bit faster than the Hakuchu. It's not so much in top speed, but in acceleration. And it's gonna cost you rumored like 2 million or some shit like that just to buy that bike. And then if you want the outfits
Is
that
that
go
a
with the bike,
confirmed rumor though?
yeah, it's confirmed, dude. Like,
Confirmed by Rockstar?
well, the thing is, the update is already there. It's just not released yet. So people were able to find it in the script and like activate it. So right now there's videos of people like riding the Tron bike or some shit like that. But not, I think not online, just on the campaign. But anyways, if you want the outfit that goes with the Tron bike, it's gonna cost you like 250 grand or something, or $250,000 just for the fucking the outfit. But that's gonna be sick, dude. I think if they're gonna release a bike that fast, you know what that means, right? They're gonna have new races coming up just for that bike.
Oh yeah.
New, faster races, dude. That would be so sick, dude. Oh, it'd be so cool if they'd be like Tron, like the fucking, you know, the...
Yeah, it's gonna be like all Tron-style races.
That would be so
Do I
rad,
hear
dude.
shark cards?
Nah, fuck that. We'll just
Oh
grind
my God.
old school.
Fuck that, no.
You say shark card, Rockstar says cha-ching.
Yep. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I bought fucking shark cards, man. It's like,
But you could only buy
yeah,
so
I-
much,
I-
dude.
I
Everything is
bought
so
shark cards.
expensive. Like, fuck. Like, one shark card lasted me
I only
one
buy
night.
shark cards when it's like really necessary.
And when was this? When was it
When
really
it's
necessary?
When
you
last
need
time
a
it was
yacht.
necessary. Yeah,
Or
I
the
think
yacht.
the last time it was
Or the
when
yacht.
that's the yacht was the last time I really spent on shark cards.
you just spend shit for that. That was all Christmas gifts.
Well, you know, it was the only time I utilized shark cards. Well, actually, I think I ended up buying. No, I bought a shark card to get the weed farm with the new biker updates because the weed farm itself is like $1 million.
Which we haven't even been doing. But
Yeah, I haven't even been utilizing. the
But
damn
dude,
thing.
that shit sucks though because the what is it? Our income is split. So what is it? 10,
The payouts suck. The payouts
yeah,
really
like
suck.
60-10 or some shit like that. 60 to you, 10 to us.
No, it's like whatever I end up getting, you guys get a 10% cut of that. So if it's like,
Yeah, this
or is it a one? Is it a 10% or a 1%?
some
cut?
shit like that. You
Some
get a
shit
big
like
amount and we get
I
like
made-
a little ass amount.
Well, the last time we played, I made 90,000 off of one weed delivery. How much did you guys make again? 9,000.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah,
So yeah,
9,000,
it's like a 10% cut.
which is bullshit.
So, yeah. Which is why we just the only way to like really bank on that would be to like make a fuck ton of drugs.
And
then
a
one
little
huge
tip,
ass-
yeah, this is a biker update, but if you want fast money, use the helicopter. That shit is so much more efficient. We have
Bro,
not.
Captain!
Fuck. We only use the bikes when we have to go like those missions where we have to deliver those motherfuckers with only a bike. But other than that, we've been utilizing the fucking.
We're playing
helicopter.
bike taxi service.
Like if you really want to grind it, you know what I mean, with your homies and shit, the helicopter is the way to go, man. The faster, the better.
But the best part about the whole biker update, though, is like, we can't even use the word grind anymore because like grind has such a negative connotation to it. It's not really grinding. It's fun. You're just making money. It doesn't even feel like grinding. Like we get together, we launch mission after mission, and we're just having fun with it the whole time. And we can always approach the same missions completely different. We can approach it with the chopper, with our cars, with the bikes. We can do it stealthy. We can just go in guns blazing. I mean,
But
we've
majority of the time
we've
with
actually
the
been
chopper,
playing them differently.
guns blazing.
Yeah, majority of the time we do choppers, guns blazing because we want to get it done quickly. You know, it's the fastest way to do it, and the most hassle-free. You know, but yeah. Other than that, it's like just playing these biker contracts. It's a lot of fun. Anybody watching this, if you're playing GTA, I encourage you to get on that. Check it out. Buy yourself the motorcycle club. It's only 200 grand for the cheapest one, and it is very well worth it. You'll end up you can make that money back in no time. You can actually make the same amount of money doing contracts that you would in the time it takes to do a full heist.
And buy a Hakuchu, pretty much. That's like the best bike in the whole game right now.
Yeah, if you want to spend your money on one bike only, one bike in particular, then get the Hakuchu.
We tested it against the Prado, right? The Hakuchu is still faster.
Yeah, and it's still faster.
Yeah.
It's still faster than the Prado, and the Prado's like the fastest car in the game right now, isn't it?
Yep.
So far, yeah.
So far, yeah, something like that.
Thus far.
Anyways, yeah, that's what we've been up to. We've been playing the shit out of some GTA, and it's been a hell of a lot of fun. And yeah, now we're back on the Awesomest Talking Talk Show. Welcome if you're just joining us. What's up? My name is Testikoles. We got Mr. PeaceandCarrots, Mr. Boogerfungues, and Mr. BboyDamn all in the house tonight. We're about to talk something a little bit more freaky, Mr. B-Boy. We had a little subject about a certain costumed individual that's been roaming the streets lately.
Well, yeah.
We've been getting all these reports.
Facebook, it just, they're showing all this stuff, and I don't know. What do you guys think? Are these people just retarded? Like, are they looking to get shot?
That's what I'm thinking.
First of all, just to clear it up, just so that there's no confusion, B-Boy, would you let everybody know what it is exactly we're talking about here?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're talking about these crazy clowns that are just popping up all over the world for no apparent reason, just, unless it was just to scare people. But at the same time, it's risking their lives. But
Yep.
I don't care. I mean, if you're a clown and I see you at the end of the road, I'm gonna run you over.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, like, dude, when I heard about this killer clown shit, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a 9gagger. I'm always on 9gag. I'm always looking at the posts there, right? I ended up seeing all kinds of posts on their pictures of shit. Like, there was one in particular about a clown, some clowns in Mexico that I saw. They tried to do the clown prank there, and they ended up getting shot the fuck up. And then even there was another one in Germany that got beat to shit on the side of the street. There's a lot of people.
Is it a prank, or what the fuck's going on with it though?
Okay, like, basically this is what happens. It's just there's a bunch of people. There's a huge online community of people that they call themselves, of course, naturally, clowns. And what they do is they just get in these killers, these clown outfits, and walk around neighborhoods, and they just like stand outside people's houses and stare at them, just for the purpose of freaking them out. That's all it is. They're not attacking anyone. That's where they defend themselves. They say, "Oh, we're not hurting anyone. We're not trespassing on people's property." Although actually there are some videos that show some of them actually doing it. But not all of them are doing that. Some of them are defending themselves. But still, the fact of the matter is, whether you're on their property or not, or whether you know them or not, the fact of the matter is, it's terrorism. Bottom line is, it is terrorism, because you're terrorizing the shit out of somebody. All for what? Entertainment? Viral videos? It's just fucking stupid. A lot of these guys are risking their lives. Like, they're getting beat up because of this shit. And honestly, I don't blame the public. I really don't.
You know those prank shows on YouTube where like people will be walking, and then when they like turn to a corner, there's like a fucking clown smashing in the head of a guy and shit, and they'll fucking chase them with
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, those are staged elaborate pranks though.
But
like,
dude, those guys are
they staged it in a public area. Yeah, but those ones they're staged in a public area, and it's usually set up by a TV company who alerts the victims that, oh, hey, it's just a prank. These clown guys, what they're doing is they're just going around neighborhoods, and the worst part is, people don't know if they're just being pranked or not, because there has been a history of serial killers who have gone around in clown suits. The most notable of which was John Wayne Gacy. That was his thing. He dressed in a clown suit and lured children into his van, and he murdered them. And he's not the first.
And
he's not the first one or the only one to do it either. There's a history of this shit
There's
happening.
been reports already of like actual clowns asking for kids to like follow them for some candy, like to like follow them in their vans and shit like that, and they're all dressed in clown suits.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
see,
I think
there's
has
even
been murders
movies
too,
based
sure.
on this shit.
But
Yeah.
honestly, dude,
Wouldn't surprise
if
me.
I see a motherfucking clown like trying to terrorize me, like let's say I just drive up to my house and he's just fucking standing there, and I'm gonna fucking run you over with my car, dude.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, we gotta stop.
First, I'm gonna wait for you to make a move, like, cause technically it's not self-defense if the motherfucker's just standing there. But once he starts approaching my car, I'ma fucking run you over, sir. I mean, like, these guys are asking for it. Like, let's say, I mean, I don't own a gun, but if I did have a concealed carry and this motherfucker tries to threaten me and I feel threatened, I mean, I think that's all it takes is just you feel threatened and the threat is there. I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
Which brings me back to my original point. This is whether it's just a fun gag to them or not. The fact of the matter is, like I said, it's terrorism. You're going around, you're terrorizing people, and a lot of this shit is happening on private property.
Yeah.
That's where the big problem comes in. Is they're freaking going on private property and interfering with people's daily lives. They're really crossing boundaries that they shouldn't be crossing.
Right.
Yeah.
And just that,
So-
and you guys remember that whole, like, that they're gonna do their own purge, Hallows Eve? Is like,
Yeah.
that's pretty much telling everybody we're gonna go out there and kill as much people as we can, and that's telling us, the public, that we are open to shoot you if you come near us, or even if we just see you out there in the streets. And me, for one, if you get shot from doing shit like that, I don't give a fuck about you.
I don't
Real, dude. Like, you fucking deserved it, dude. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you,
Especially
if you
got kids?
you wearing
Ugh.
that thing, like, you, like, took the responsibility, or you accepted the fact that I might get killed doing this shit. But fuck it, it's funny.
It's like it
You know what
would
would
be
be
completely
really
different if
funny?
you were like in a panda suit or something like that.
No,
But you're in a
really
clown
funny,
suit,
though?
you know. What?
What would really be funny is if they got shot on camera. I'd laugh. I'd really laugh.
I would too. And then I'll probably be like, motherfucker deserved it.
Yeah, I think
would
we're all
feel,
pretty much in
I would
agreement on
feel
that.
no remorse
Fuck these clowns.
whatsoever. It's like, dude, that motherfucker took on the fact that he's gonna act like that and fucking, they go around, dress up as a clown, try to scare motherfuckers. If you got shot, you deserved it. That's
you know what,
that. And if that did happen, that should be on 1,000 Ways to Die.
You know what, clown video that I saw was actually pretty creepy, though? Like, it creeped me out. Was that,
Which one?
there was a clown that, like, stood for, like, an hour in front of somebody's, front door.
On their porch, right?
Yeah.
On their front porch?
And then
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
family actually didn't even know he was out there until they looked at the CCTV the next day. And he was just standing there, like, he was just staring at the fucking front door for, like, an hour. And then people
But
were
he
like,
was one of those clowns.
people were like, what the fuck is he doing? No, but he wasn't, like, knocking, he wasn't, like, creeping on the windows and shit, he was just standing there. And the family didn't even know he
But
was
still,
there.
the fact of the matter...
But,
still,
I mean, that's what
fact
I'm
of the matter
saying.
is
That,
he
that,
got
that's what
on
made
their
it-
property.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
He got...
that's the creepiest one I've seen, because a lot of the reports that I've seen is like, oh, they'll be driving and there's a clown like on the side of the road, or they'll be walking and there'll be like a clown waiting for them. But for a guy to just stand in front of your door for an hour not doing anything, like he didn't move or anything, he just stood there. That is like, holy shit, that guy is either fucking mentally insane or he was out to like do some shit, or like out to get you somehow. I don't know. But that was one of the feekest
Yeah,
ones.
but you know what's cool though? Like, I saw a video on YouTube that there was this guy somewhere in the UK who dressed up as Batman, to fight off these clowns, which a lot of people thought it was ridiculous. No, seriously, this guy went around town looking for clowns and chasing them down, and he chased them down.
He got that
didn't just
from a
fucking just
meme,
tell them to
dude.
go away.
I think he got that from a meme. Because there's a meme that I saw was like, we're in a
yeah,
weird...
like, where's Batman?
Yeah, like, we're in a weird time right now. There's clowns running around, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know who we really need right now? Batman or some shit like that.
Real.
We need
And
Batman.
you know what? You know what? To that guy who did that, I applaud you. I applaud you, sir.
We salute thee.
We salute you, Batman.
He dressed up as
Batman
taking
down the Joker.
The best part about that is of all the superheroes he chose Batman. Of all the superheroes he could have chosen, it was Batman.
It's clowns,
Perfect.
of course.
Yeah, he's taking out the Joker, bro.
All of them. All of the Jokers. Did you guys know that there's actually 3 Jokers?
Enlighten me. I didn't know that.
Negatory.
Oh, sorry. Like, no,
Well, it's still related. It's
you know,
a clown.
okay. Yeah, well, you know, in the Batman comic books, like Joker, his identity has never exactly been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been speculated that he was like a failed comedian, a family man, and then there was one other thing, it was later revealed. DC actually ended up later revealing that the reason he was found to be all 3 of those things was because the Joker was actually 3 different people.
Like, didn't the Joker die like multiple times and shit?
That's why he was able to come back all those times, because he was 3 different people.
Well, like these.
Well, you know who my favorite Joker is? Mark Hamill.
Well,
Mark Hamill, man.
They all just
He
decided
is
to be the
Joker.
Joker or some shit? They all just decided, hey, I want to be the same guy?
Now, that part still hasn't been revealed yet. The only thing that's been revealed in the DC universe is the fact that the Joker is actually 3 people.
Oh, that's cool. That would make sense,
That's
because,
crazy.
like, in the games, fucking didn't... Like, I think the one before the current game, or the current Batman right now, like, didn't he die or some shit from, like, Yeah. Didn't he die in the fucking, yeah.
Well, he died, but then he kind of infected Bruce Wayne with some kind of virus to make him be the Joker or something like that. I wasn't really too clear with the whole story, but you know, he started thinking he was the Joker because of some kind of virus.
But the Joker died, though, right?
So, yeah, he died, but I guess he lives on in
Bruce
DNAs.
Well, in DNAs, or in Bruce Wayne's head.
Not just Bruce Wayne. They actually, like, he was sort of spreading himself all over Gotham.
So he
Giggity.
he jizzed everywhere.
Wide open.
He spread his DNA all through Gotham.
Anyways.
I know it sounds wrong.
And this is
We're kinda
coming
getting
from a
off topic
clown.
Yeah. Anyway, back to clowns.
we're getting a little bit off topic.
We're talking about
Sum up
clowns.
this whole conversation. All you killer clowns out there that are walking around terrorizing people in the neighborhood, if you end up getting seriously injured or worse, don't be surprised, because there's a whole community. There's a whole community. There's a whole community of you clowns, but there's a whole community of us assholes that are just dying to take one of you out.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing, because I've always wanted to get away with a murder.
Fucking
Whoa, you said that.
imagine his defense and shit. Like, I was just standing there. I wasn't doing shit. But,
I was just coming home from work and I got run over. I don't know what happened. I was doing a birthday party.
I'm a balloon animal
any
clown,
weapon in front of
and this
me,
is my look.
that's grounds for me to defend myself. If you got a machete, a baseball bat with nails on it, hell, I'm running you over.
That clown is holding a blunt weapon. There's no reason for that. That's not a balloon animal.
I just came home
That
from
is
work
holding
and I
it.
just got run
He's
over for
holding
no
it
reason.
menacingly.
Oh shit.
Oh man, that's another problem this shit's causing. Is like, how do you know that these freaking terrorist clowns? How are you gonna tell them apart from like the birthday clowns, the ones that are actually are doing the professional.
Well, look at the picture that B-Boy put. It's a fucking
poor regular
killer.
clown's gonna be like loading his balloons and pies into the back of his van, and he's gonna get beat the fuck up because like, you stupid clown, you're
that's another thing these clowns are doing. They're ruining the livelihood of actual professional clowns who do it to feed their families.
I think horror movies already did that.
Well, you still see
That's
clowns.
true.
That's
That's
the
true.
image of the clown.
Professional
Like,
clowns.
okay,
I
you
think
know-
we take those guys seriously. I mean, I'm not questioning. You know, I mean, if you want to be a clown, that's cool. But damn, a professional
Damn,
clown.
of all things, clowns.
It's like I can't write
You can always
jokes,
go
but
for
I like
the-
being funny.
In closing, all you clowns, good luck, and yeah, if you get beat up,
That's a mime,
or
dude. Not a
if,
fucking.
you get if all you clowns get assaulted, then you know what? It's your own fault.
Killer
You guys
mimes
are the
or
ones
killer
that
clowns?
did
Which one's
yourself.
scarier? Killer clowns, huh?
Wow.
I think
Clowns.
clowns have the
Yeah,
scarier image.
Killer mimes. The
Like
fuck
if
am
you
I?
really look at them, though, I mean, mimes can be scary as fuck when you just look at them. I mean, those fuckers, they're like they're just standing still.
And they're smiling
don't
and
say
shit.
It can be creepy as fuck, dude. It really can.
They have a gun.
But because clowns have been associated with so many horror movies and shit, you know, they've got the worst image.
Alright.
You end up seeing a mime murder, like
Silence. The silent killer.
No, the silent killer is fart, dude.
You won't-
That shit comes
You
out
won't
fast,
even
dude.
need. You won't even need a knife. He already has one on his hand, although you can't see it.
you know what would be hilarious if like all mimes only were able to do silent farts. That would be funny as shit.
Part of it.
Like, oh, the irony.
Or what if everything that they're miming was real?
I know, right?
Like they're really stuck in the
oh,
box.
Like they have spirit walls that they're stuck in, and like fucking spirit ropes that they're climbing. But like to them it's real, but to us it just looks like they're imitating.
Like, what do you call this? All mimes go through this mime school, which really teaches them how to become like extra dimensional wizards. And when they
Yeah.
when they do their act, like
they're all airbenders.
they're actually seeing a different dimension, and they're like fucking bending like the dimension. But to us, regular people, we're just seeing them like acting and shit. But
What if this whole
they're
time
really
they're,
stuck
like,
in a box.
If this whole time they're doing all this shit, and what if they're really just practicing water, like airbending? They're like,
And here we are, like, look at this dumb fucker. Fucking, he's stuck in a box
You know
and
what's always
shit.
been a thought of mine? Okay, since we're on that type of a subject, you know how like scientists say we only use like 2% or 6% of our brain, right? Another 94% or whatever is not being used.
okay.
What if retarded people actually use? No, don't like. This is a serious thought, right? Like, what if retarded people actually are using 100% of their brains, but we don't realize it because they're so smart that they can't fucking communicate to us, quote unquote, normal people, because they're so far advanced.
Whoa.
So
Well-
intelligent people sound like.
Yeah, they can't. Like, what if they can't talk
Okay, we're
like,
getting
normal?
kicked out of YouTube
Because like
now.
they're just
Holy
too fucking
crap.
smart. You know what I mean?
That would be hilarious.
Like here we are thinking like, oh, there's something wrong with them, but there's something wrong with us.
They are
Dude,
the
you
next
just went, like-
evolution of human beings.
You just went all philosophical on my ass, dude. Like, this is too deep for me to process. I just want to play GTA, make more money.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk
This is-
about clowns and GTA and shit.
This guy comes along like,
Man, I'm
Are
I'm one of
whole
the
other
10%,
dimension,
dog.
smart.
I only use 10% of my brain. I don't have 90% to fucking talk about that shit. That
I'm
shit-
perfectly fine with the 10%.
I got a
It's all
headache just
good.
thinking about that. Wow,
Anyway, moving on, Mr. Peace and Carrots. I thought you had something you wanted to talk about tonight. What was that?
Oh, yes.
Ew,
Okay.
disgusting.
So, wait. Shing. VR Showdown.
Oh shit! What's showing down?
So,
What's gonna show itself down?
well,
today?
VR right now, like, finally all 3 systems are out that's available for the gaming community in virtual
At
reality.
outrageous price.
We have PSVR coming in at $400. We have the Vive coming in at $800, and we have Oculus coming in almost at the same price at like $600. And out of all the 3,
But that's without all the extra shit.
oh, that's just the headset.
Yeah.
That's just the
Bare
headset.
minimum.
That's not PSVR. When you buy the PSVR, it does not come with the PlayStation. And both the Vive and the Oculus, when you buy it, it doesn't come with the computer that you need in order to play it, which is fucking expensive.
No. Now, what I mean is, like, from what I've researched, what I've read, and all of that, the Oculus Rift, it's got a $600 starting price, but that's only for the headset.
Oh yeah,
that
no
doesn't
handsets.
include, no handsets and shit like
That's
that.
because when they released it,
Whereas
it was
the
still
Vive,
in
they
the
include
development.
that, don't they?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
they
does
do.
include it.
Everything comes with it.
But with
2
what-
sensors, 2
but
controllers.
with what you've seen so far with all the 3, even though I haven't tried the Oculus nor the PSVR, but I have seen enough videos to fucking make a conclusion. Which would you guys prefer? Like, which out of all the 3, which would you personally buy and rate it from like 1, 2, and 3, first, second, and third?
Well, you know,
Yeah,
It's
let's ask
kinda biased
BboyDamn.
on my end.
Oh yes, okay.
it might be a little bias on my end because I already have an HTC Vive. I, again, also like you.
Well, why did
Just
you
like
buy the
you,
Vive? Why did you buy the Vive?
Well, from what I've heard and the reviews I've watched, the HTC Vive is the ultimate VR headset.
Why is that? Well, what are your supporting facts, sir?
Well, okay, unlike the PSVR, it doesn't come with 120 FPS. It maxes at 90 FPS. But the resolution is higher. You got more games, more content, and because you're playing it on PC, you can make non-VR games into VR games. So it gives more. There's more advantage. I was talking to a guy who was commenting on that last video I made, and yeah, he was also saying there's a lack of content. He's from Australia or New Zealand, I forgot, but according to him, the PSVR has been out there a lot sooner than in the US, and even till today, there's still not enough content. So I don't know. Most likely PlayStation's gonna make more, but you know they're gonna have to catch up to the HTC Vive and the Oculus.
That's true.
And for me, as a PC gamer, I would prefer the good stuff. And here's another thing. The PSVR only has the front sensor, which is the camera you get with the PlayStation. So it's really just a sitting experience. Unlike the HTC Vive, you actually get 2 sensors that give you a walking experience. So you can actually move around rather than just stay in one spot the whole time. So, and I think for something virtual reality, I think walking around beats it beats just sitting there or just standing in one place.
I'm sorry, dude, but Testes, are you fucking doing that shit on purpose? Or what?
You should hit the.
Keep rubbing your nose.
You should hit the middle. Hit the middle. Hit the middle. Hit the middle. Hit the hole. Hit the pee hole. You gotta get the pee hole.
Yeah, boy.
Well, for me, right now, I would give it to the Vive, and then the Oculus, then the PSVR, because for the value, or for what you're paying, and what you're getting, you get a lot more from the Vive than compared to the other two. One, you get to stand up and actually have, like HTC actually decided to go the standing route and being able to move, because their main reason was they thought that it would be a lot more immersive when you're in a VR space and you can and the player is able to move around and really interact with shit. Oculus,
which is what VR is all about.
Yeah, and then Oculus straight up went, well, we see VR as a sitting down experience, so that's why they opted for just one sensor. And they did have handsets already available, but I believe that it was still in development when the headset came out, and the Vive already had theirs. So definitely, that's another point for the Vive, because for what you're getting a lot more. With Oculus, you're paying $600 for one sensor, a headset, and a fucking Xbox controller. If I already have an Xbox controller, can you just not give me the Xbox controller and make the
give
Oculus
me a discount
less? Yeah, right. No, that's part of the bundle. So I'm like, nah, it's okay. Plus, the Vive has like way more content, dude. The Vive has Steam Workshop, or the Vive is working together with Steam, so getting games out to people is a lot easier through Steam. And the PSVR is just, I mean, it's great. I think PSVR is awesome because it's coming in at a really nice price point, and it'll be a nice system that everybody can afford. You know, like not everybody can afford a $1,500 PC, but everybody can afford a PlayStation. But the problem with the PSVR is, you know, developers have their hands tied pretty much, because you are trying to push fucking VR content in like a Nintendo 64 sort of. I mean, it's still a computer.
Well, hold on though. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of having, well, I'm trying to be optimistic about the PSVR. We've all tried the HTC Vive, thanks B-Boy, that was awesome, and we've seen how immersive that experience is. Okay, we got to move around, it was free, we felt like we were in the world, great. And then the price point, it comes with everything you're gonna need, one-time shot, boom, you're set up, good to go. Oculus, from what I've read, they tend to have kind of a better quality, but you're not getting all of the components in one shot. You have to pay for them all separately, and plus they don't have the amount of games. They don't have the same amount of games as the HTC Vive. Now the HTC, the games themselves, the way they're put together, it's not necessarily better as far as resolution and graphics are concerned, but as games have proven constantly throughout time, you don't necessarily need great graphics to make a great game. Case in point, Minecraft. Shitty ass graphics, but people are still playing the fuck out of it. Why? Because it's fun. That is the most important part of a game. It doesn't. You can put it VR. You can put 1080. You know, you can put it in any type of resolution, in any type of format. But the fact of the matter is, the game needs to be fun. And right now, HTC is kicking ass because they're making fun games. Here's where my point with the PSVR comes in. Now, the PSVR, okay, HTC Vive, Oculus, they're made for PC, optimized for PC. All right, so you set them up on your PC. You got to have a high-end PC and all that. But the PSVR, they're bringing VR gaming to the console. Now, the advantage of bringing it to console is this. It may not necessarily be better resolution-wise and graphic-wise, but whenever it comes to console, games are not made to crash or be glitchy. Alright, when they release that shit, it's supposed to work 100%. You stick that disc into the console, and you're not supposed to have any problems. Now, but that's how they're supposed to be made. That's usually what the developers are going for. Now, I've played you guys all know I'm a big fan of Saints Row. I've played Saints Row on PlayStation and Xbox systems, and then I've played them on PC. Now, when I played them on PC, I've constantly had load-up problems. I've experienced game crashing. These are problems that you tend to find a lot when it comes to PC gaming. Stuttering, game crashing, broken databases, corrupted files. Then you have to go into them and fix them and all that. When it comes to console gaming, that shit's already released they're released and they're optimized for the system so that you don't encounter those things, because you can't just jump into these consoles and jerry-rig them and go into the data systems. A lot of them are locked from that, and then you can even get your online pass completely taken away. So this is where I think PSVR is going to have a bit of an advantage, because it's going to be a console-based VR system where the games are not meant to crash. When it comes to the Vive and it comes to the Oculus, yes, they're set up for PCs, and they're set up so that they can work a certain way, but you still have that same issue of corrupted databases, files crashing, games stuttering, and all that, and then you're going to have to jump into the programming. When it comes to console gaming, you don't need to do that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I know, but here's my thought on that, though. Yes, that's true. You're right. Most of the times when games are released on consoles, they're a little bit better.
As far as the program actually running.
Yeah, it's a little better on the consoles because you don't experience crashes. Well, you do time to time, but not as much as you do on the PC. That's why
it's extremely rare compared to.
Well, no, it's not. You can't say that it's rare. It doesn't happen because every time you get a game nowadays, there's always fucking updates or hot fixes. That's what those updates are for, is because there's glitches that people have found. I mean, not necessarily we've gone through it, but people have seen, and so much that the developers have to actually go in there and update the game, because you cannot actually go in there and fix it yourself. So I cannot have to disagree when you say that when a game is out on consoles, it's already perfected. Like there will be no. Glitches,
I didn't say like perfected.
Or no.
I didn't mean to say perfected. I meant to say they're optimized.
Yeah,
they're optimized so that you don't necessarily get those issues.
You don't have to like fix anything. I mean, I totally disagree because with either whatever game system the game comes out of, there's always going to be a glitch. There's always something that has to be fixed. But
and also with the HTC Vive versus the PSVR, I personally think the PSVR is a better consumer product.
Yes,
because more people will be able to bring it home with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the HTC Vive, I guess, is more of an enthusiast product because people with badass PCs, normally people with badass PCs should know how to work their PCs the proper way, how to optimize their PCs. And if anything crashes or whatnot, they should know how to fix it. So yes, with the HTC Vive, that's our responsibility as PC gamers
which is why I'm thinking that PSVR is going to have a bit of an advantage, because it's basically VR for dummies. I mean, if you get an HTC, you get the Vive or you get the Oculus Rift, and you put it onto your computer, you're going to need to have some type of computer knowledge in order just to configure this problem so that it's optimized and works properly. With the PSVR, I'm not expecting to have to do that at all. I'm expecting to just be able to plug it in and play. Like you said, consumer product.
There's the issue, though. Okay, yes, the PSVR may experience less problems as you would with PC, but because of that, developers are probably going to have to work a little bit harder to get these games out there so they work properly.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to have to do that.
So that means
I'm not talking as a developer though. I'm talking as a customer, as a gamer,
yes,
as the one that's actually controlling.
No, but let me get to that part though. So yes, they will have to do that. So that means it'll take more time, which means content will be a lot more scarce than on the PC, because they'll bring out new games on the PC. If they get kind of glitchy, they'll update them, but guess what? They're out. And then, as PC gamers, we can fix them ourselves time to time. Unlike PSVR players or owners, they're going to have to wait months before the next good VR game comes out, because developers are trying to make sure that they're working properly.
I think
So,
in
I
itself,
don't really
as
think
far
it's a
as-
matter of. I don't think it's a matter of whether or not they release it. It's a matter of whether or not they patch it.
There you go. See, so
you know,
content. It's basically
'Cause
content.
if they release
there
it
won't
all
be
at the
enough
same time,
content.
the advantage of having it on PC as opposed to having it on console is you can fix it yourself if you're knowledgeable. Whereas on
Yeah,
console,
but see,
if
that's
it's
the point
if it's
is-
glitched, you have to wait until fucking they find out what the fuck is causing it, and then they update the game, put in a patch for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely both ends have their advantages and their disadvantages. When it comes to PC controlled VR, you have the advantage of being able to fix it yourself, but the disadvantage to that is you have to know what to look for and how to fix it. When it comes to the console one, you don't have the advantage of fixing it yourself, but you do have the comfort of knowing that it's going to get fixed so that it does work. I'm not trying to knock on either, on any of the three, and I'm not trying to say any one is better. I'm just trying to weigh out the different advantages of each one. And PSVR, there's not enough of it out there right now, not really, at least not compared to the Vive and the Oculus, to really make a passing judgment on it. And let's not forget also, with the PSVR, when it came to what the fuck were those, those things that you use with the camera, the fucking,
The Move.
Yeah, the PS Move. I mean, that thing was surprisingly accurate, for what was essentially a primitive VR product. So I'm expecting PSVR to be somewhat of an underdog. They're still not. I mean, Vive right now has been killing it because they've released a kick-ass product with some pretty damn good quality games. PSVR is definitely going to need to catch up, but I have a feeling that they're going to be a bit of an underdog. Because, well, for one, it's better pricing. Two, it's a system that everybody's already familiar with. And three, you don't need computer knowledge in order to work it. All those things are going to be they're going to be patched by the developers. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think. No, to be honest, I think the PSVR as a consumer product will probably sell better than the HTC Vive.
oh yeah, I totally agree.
Definitely. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But these people, like all console gamers, are going to have to settle because they don't do the things we do, where we want things to, we want to be able to work on it ourselves.
Well, I think, okay, this is my thoughts. Like, I think the PSVR is in a whole new, yes, it's a completely
VR, different spectrum.
Yeah, it's still VR related, but it's in its own category. When it comes to products, the way I see it is if they release a product should be already in a perfect state to where you don't have to fucking do shit. If a glitch does come out, yes, we have the means of being able to fix it, but for me as a consumer, that's like sending, like when you say like, oh, we get to fix whatever, blah blah blah, blah, like, what it's like a car manufacturer selling you a car, and if something goes wrong, it's like, oh, hey man, we expect you to be able to fucking fix that shit because you bought like a fucking 350Z or some shit compared to like a Corolla.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think we can really argue when it comes to that. But the way I see this is just, it's like a AMD versus Intel fucking battle. Okay. And what I mean by that, but in this case there's two Intel, so like Intel 1, Intel 2. And what I mean is, okay, for sure the PSVR cannot compete with the Oculus and the Vive hardware, right? Like physically, it cannot.
At least at this stage.
Yeah, and then we cannot say that, oh, this has more games, the games here are better, because I think we can honestly say that VR right now is so new that even developers are still trying to figure out ways to make VR really feel fucking like virtual reality. So we can't really argue.
Yes,
so we can't really argue like, okay, this has better games. So it all comes down to affordability. What can you afford, right? So PSVR is like AMD. It can still play games. It can still do VR at a cheaper price. Vives and Oculus.
It may not necessarily be able to handle the same things that the big boys can handle.
But it can.
But that price tag is what's gonna get people.
If your whole purpose is to fucking try out VR, boom, PSVR more affordable for you. Vive and the Oculus, now those two are in a head-to-head battle because they're using the same systems, PCs. So they're like two Intels going at it, right? Now, the way I judge this is just personal preference. Oculus, it's a sit-down experience. Oculus fucking released that. It's going to be a sit-down experience the whole time. The Vive, I want to stand up and actually move around. So, when it comes to Vive and Oculus, it's really up to the consumer. Like, hey, man, you want to go walk around or you want to just sit the fuck down and just fucking, like, look around and shit. It's really up to you. And
yeah, because both of those can be equally as immersive, depending on the game that you're playing.
Definitely. And it's not like the Vive can't do no, like, sit-down experience. Yeah, it can do that. But the Oculus can't do no fucking standing up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't go. It won't go the other way. And I've been playing this game Rec Room where you can actually play paintball with other people around the world.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's so cool. I mean, I'm not fully getting to walk around. I have to teleport from place to place, but the fact that I can like duck and actually crouch down,
you gotta try Onward, dude. You gotta try Onward, bro.
That's the next thing I'm gonna
Onward is Rec Room, that whole paintball shit, but fucking like Arma at the same time.
There you go. See.
Damn.
Mhm.
So,
but also another thing that falls is what's your budget? Like with the Vive right now, you're getting a really good deal, bro. Really good deal. 2 sensors.
Yeah, the fact that it includes all the peripherals at one price, that's pretty damn good. Because even the PSVR, even the PSVR, I mean, it's a $400 price tag, but that's just for the headset.
And
it doesn't include the camera.
I think it does.
It comes with the camera.
Yeah, but it doesn't come with the
move
controllers.
No.
It doesn't come with the camera.
Yeah, you can get 2 bundles. One. The $400 one, I believe, is just the headset. I think the $500 one is the one with
the camera,
with the camera and the PlayStation Move.
And the Move controller.
So you gotta pay $100 more.
Regardless, you still have to pay extra to get the camera because the camera is necessary for that. And then also they're gonna make it optional with the Move controllers. They're developing a way to use that along with the VR set. So.
Now,
it's a $400 price tag, but you're gonna have to pay extra for all the other peripherals.
With the current standings,
but it's still gonna be less than the buy.
Well, yeah, it's still $900. Let's say you're buying, let's say you have nothing, right? No systems, no nothing. If you were to go to the PSVR route, you're still spending like $900, which is still a lot less, So it really comes down to budget. Now, with the current content that's out right now, would I recommend a person to invest in these type of things? No, not at all. I would not recommend anybody to
until there's been enough development on it, because this is still very brand new and they're going up against established acts already. So
right now the only people that are really into this stuff are enthusiasts, dude, like tech enthusiasts that want to try the newest shit and want to have the baddest shit for sure. Hell yeah, go for it.
So for all our viewers who don't have VR yet, don't invest. But hey, let us do all the work for you. We'll do the reviews and we'll do the gameplays and we'll take care of you.
Maybe later on, no, honestly, like I would even tell my friends to go buy it. Like, hey man, I really want to try I want to try VR. Okay, try that shit some other place. Try it like demos or arcades or whatnot. But for you to go invest it, it's not worth it. Right now, it's totally not worth it.
It's a very big investment for a very primitive thing.
Yeah.
It's like paying gold right now for stone.
Like basically, it's more like right now it's in the state of like
trading gold.
It's equivalent. Stone. It's equivalent to like the 8-bit era. Like we're still at 8-bit right now.
Yeah.
Just wait till it gets to the 3D, then maybe it's worth buying. You know what I'm saying? It's just at a whole new level, like it's VR. Cause like,
but at the same time, I mean, we are right now. We're in the middle of history in the making. I mean,
yes, let's definitely.
All arguments aside, let's just bottom line, let's just rejoice in the fact that definitely. VR gaming has finally come into existence. I've been dreaming about this shit ever since I was a little fucking kid, being able to actually VR. Be in the game, and now it's finally coming out. So regardless of either system shortcomings. The fact of the matter is, it's finally fucking here, and I can't wait to see how it develops.
You know, one thing that I would recommend though when it finally comes out is I think it's Google. Google is coming out with like a higher end like Google Glass. I forgot what it's called. It's Google. Anyways, pretend it's like a VR goggles, but it's not so much made for just games, but it's mixed reality, meaning you can look around your environment and then they'll add like virtual reality.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, like virtual reality elements. So like, let's say I'm watching a TV or whatnot, and I want to know more about this fucking TV that I'm watching. I can like blip 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 or whatever, and then like, you know, a fucking internet screen will just pop up, you know, that I can actually interact with like my hands and shit, and then I can have like virtual assistants. So it's kind of like Google Glass but way higher end. So like, let's say Pokemon Go, instead of like looking through a phone and actually seeing a Pokemon like this, I can just be wearing this shit and like, oh shit, there's a Pokemon right there, and fucking throw a Pokeball at it. You know what I mean?
Here's the big question. Here's the big question. Are those lenses going to be prescription?
Ooh, most likely, man. I mean, for sure. How?
They better be. I won't be able to see without it.
No, but I think when I saw it, it was actually really big, so you could actually wear your glasses in it. Like, it's not
then
like
you just look like. Then you're just gonna look like a dork.
No, but hey, come on. You've seen the futuristic movies. They all look like fucking geeks, but to them that shit's normal, you know.
I know, but if it's still new to the public, then yeah, you're gonna look like a dork to everybody else.
For sure. But we could all agree though that VR right now, I think, is like the next step in like technological evolution, man. Once they get this shit perfected, like I can't wait to where like, if you want to walk around, you just have to think about it. Like there are these new gadgets now where you actually put on this like helmet thing, and it senses like your brain waves, and you can like move like a toy around. Let's say like a drone. You can actually control the drone with your mind and shit. And imagine if they implement that in VR. That would be so fucking sick, dude.
Mind controlling the game with your mind.
No, they have toys like that now, where you can actually you can control toys with your head, with your mind.
Let's just see where VR gaming ends up getting developed. Then we'll start thinking about mind control.
Even when it gets to the point where like we're not bound to a handset anymore. We can actually just grab fucking objects. You know what I'm saying? Or like if we want to move around, we're not bound to a fucking treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like you could actually like move. I don't know how they're gonna figure that shit out, but actually move, you know, without like another peripheral that you're gonna have to buy. When it gets to that point, then I'm like, fuck yeah, you should go invest in that shit. Go buy that shit now.
But as of right now, it's still VR. As far as it's come, it's still very primitive, but it's making some huge headway.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, I can't wait to see where it ends up going, man. It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be epic
right now. It's still in its infancy, but it will. Hey,
yeah,
man,
very much so.
Hey, man, there's a reason why Amazon, Google, Facebook, all Intel, all the big names are investing in this shit because they know that this shit's the new man. There's that new shit that's coming out. It's that new. It's that new.
Oh yeah. Anyways, if you are just joining us, we are OPG CREW. Welcome to the Awesomest Talking Talk Show. My name is Testikoles. We got Mr. PeaceandCarrots, Mr. Boogerfungues, and Mr. BboyDamn. We're all kicking back. We just got into one huge, really, really long and very detailed debate about VR gaming, how far it's come, where it's going, where it's headed.
Should you buy it now?
Should you buy it now? You know. So if you ended up missing that, go ahead and click on the you can look for this video. It's gonna automatically upload to our Facebook, to our YouTube page after this, so you can go ahead and rewatch the episode for anything that you've missed. You've missed a little bit of the GTA Motorcycle Club updates and talking about some killer clown shit. And oh my god, that thumbnail. Who the fuck made that thumbnail for that shit?
I know, right? It looks fucking freaky as shit.
For real.
But, yeah.
Anyways, in closing, we got Mr. Boogerfungues with our final subject of the night, and this one's kind of a controversial one. But if you know OPG, you know that we don't skip on the controversial shit. We're down to talk about anything. So,
I'm not
Mr.
looking forward to this
Boogerfungues,
one.
what have you got for us?
Hi everybody, my name is Boogerfungues.
Look at him. He's just got so much concentration. He does not move a finger.
That's how. If you guys are wondering, he does talk to us like that. He just stays like that.
Yeah, like, he like when he's gaming, he doesn't move anything. It's just like his eye moves and his hands, like his fingers.
His fingers.
He stays completely still. He's like a mannequin
the
playing
You're
a fucking
wondering, he's
video game.
actually live right now. He's on his webcam right now. He's just like that. He just stays like that.
He's a ventriloquist too. He can talk without moving his mouth. Look at that. Talk.
Talk.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
now
yeah,
for my
what do you have?
closing Awesomest Talking Talk Show subject
Arguments.
is arguments, debates, debacle, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyways, my subject is gender equality.
Ooh, that's a. Oh man, I don't know if I want to touch that.
Wait for it.
Ugh.
And it's how it's fucking up society.
Ooh.
I would like
Women's
to
rights,
hear your argument.
women's rights and shit like that. Bullshit, all this fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not fucking sexist or anything, and I believe women can do everything that men can do and all that kind of
It's just that
bullshit.
you
But the
think
whole
they're
fucking like.
fucking up your society. I'm not a sexist, but I think they're fucking up our society.
If you really think about it, this whole gender
God.
equality bullshit, right? Like this, like, oh, women should vote and women can do everything that men can do and all this kind of shit. It's like your ass needs to stay in the fucking kitchen. You need to cook, and you need to fucking take care of the family. But now kids are all fucked up because dad's out working and mom's out working and no one's fucking taking care of them because women are the same as men now and all this kind of shit, you know? So that's the reason that I think personally that it's fucking up society.
I think honestly, I don't think you're necessarily talking about gender equality in its actual form. I think what you're really talking about really more are those not the feminazis. I think that's who you're really getting at right here.
Like the feminist movement and shit.
It has to be like, cause like
Yeah,
feminism feminism is not a bad thing, you know. Empowering females, that's cool and all that, you know. Females need to feel important too because they actually fucking are. But it's when they get really hardcore feminist with this shit and it's like to the point where there's just like anti-men. That's the ones that I have a problem with, man.
No, it's not that. It's like, okay, right? Role of a woman is to raise.
I'm not sexist.
Right. Okay. Right.
at all.
Okay. Right. Okay. The role of a man is to be, okay. Yeah, evolutionary speaking, the role of a man is to be the breadwinner of the house, the one that fucking provides for his fucking family, right? And then the woman is supposed to be the one that takes care of the family, raises the children, brings them up, right? All that type of bullshit, right? So since they're not home to fucking take care of the children, and dad's still out there and doing his fucking thing, it's like fucking up like the way the kids are growing up, and it's just making like society worse and worse because kids have no fucking guidance.
Well,
basically.
let me add to that argument, sir, because okay, I'm one who sort of believes in that philosophy that women should be the one to take care of the family while the men are out working. But there is a problem with our society today. One, there's a lot of deadbeat dads who don't want to take care of their kids, who leave their family, and that forces these women to have to work because they can't provide, and this deadbeat here doesn't want to pay child support. So yes, it does cause controversy with the children because, you know, hey, they don't got a dad, mom has to work because dad's gone. So in a way, yes, it would be nice if we can have normal families today where people stay together.
I don't think you want to use the word normal. I think you're looking for the word traditional.
Traditional.
Okay.
The dream setup.
Right. Yeah, okay, so traditional families where mom and dad are always present, but unfortunately society has made it almost impossible for a lot of couples to stay together because all of this stuff just happens, you know. Dad works, sometimes he feels lonely when the wife's not giving him any, and he happens to see this chick or his secretary at work, and things start, you know,
not just that too, like our society nowadays is like you don't get paid enough, so
yeah,
you know, both parents have to go out there and work. But so
yeah, we live in a society where like survival is really fucking tough, and not only that. Actually, no, I take it back. Survival is not that tough. What's making society fucked up right now is the emphasis on materialism. Everyone's saying, you gotta get the new iPhone, you gotta get the new computer, you gotta get this, you gotta get that. And people are struggling to get these items because they're like, oh, if I don't do that, I'm not gonna be socially accepted. And everybody deep down wants to be socially accepted. So you haul ass and you bust ass for that brand new Bentley, which you can't afford.
Yeah.
And both parents are out there paying for it. And both of them are just resenting it because they're not getting that fulfillment that they're originally looking for. And that's where the anger's starting. You know what I mean? Like anger's starting there, and then that's when it starts to get like,
Mom, get me this, or I don't love you.
Men are fucking this up, and yeah.
Real.
There's a lot of problems with society today that it's just.
But I do,
it's just.
I do agree
so
with you,
much
Testes. The whole I
a lot of
have
it
a problem
links
with the
too.
with the feminazis, the feminist movement. There are some arguments that I would agree, but they do have some that I totally do not agree with. And one of them is, you know, guys are equals, or girls are equal to guys. In some ways, sure. In the workplace, sure. But there are some things where a girl just cannot physically fucking compete with a guy. But their argument is, no, girls are no.
Yeah,
like,
and there are the rare few women who are physically stronger than most men.
There are,
but they have.
But 98%,
they have to work twice
but
as
that's
hard.
like 2% of the whole population.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
why. That's why.
How can you say
honestly,
that we are physically
dude, honestly,
better,
for me,
better
honestly,
equal?
for me, like the only because I don't see a lot of this. I don't see a lot of like these issues with a lot of women that I meet. You know, for the most part, women that I meet
are
and
cool.
women that I know are extremely chill, and they really don't give a shit. The ones that are really hardcore trying to push for this women are better than men shit are like, well, number one, lesbians, the fucking bull dykes.
Well, they're
those
feminists.
butch lesbians.
They're feminists as well.
They're extreme fucking feminazis.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you get the hardcore feminazis that are like, my great grandmother suffered through the prohibition to be able to vote. My opinion counts and all this shit.
Oh,
and
sex
then
is
there are the
rape.
ones.
Oh,
and
sex
then there
is rape.
Yeah, and then there are the ones that with, like
Oh,
B-Boy said,
sex is
yeah, and then there's the ones, like B-Boy said, that have the deadbeat dads, the ones that were quick to get some pussy, and even quicker to get the fuck out. These guys have fucked over women and made them so bitter to the point where they resent men.
Yep.
And therefore, you know, those three things have fueled this fire that it has fueled this fire in women to have to prove themselves better than men in so many situations. And it's not necessarily that women are better than men or men are better than women. Both sides have their freaking, you know, we both have our advantages and we both have things that we're equally as important in. It's just they want to be as equal to women because, or women want to be as equal to men because they want to prove that they can do all the same things that were done to them, I think is what it really boils down to. You know, society, and you gotta admit, society has not made it easy on women either. Like in the 50s,
I agree.
You know,
I
in the 50s, the traditional thing is like women are supposed to be in the kitchen cooking, and that's all they're gonna fucking do. Women can do just as many things as men, and they have proven it time and time and time again. It's not necessarily that they're better or
like,
worse.
I'm just saying too that when it comes to when it comes to equality, it depends on what type of equality you're talking about. You know.
Yeah, but see, that's where people get equality completely wrong. The whole point of the women's rights and feminism and social equality. The whole reason behind that was so they could have a choice to be the wife in the the homemaker in the kitchen or the career woman. It's not that you have to be one or the other.
No,
That's
yeah,
where a lot
yeah,
of people
true,
get this
true.
shit confused.
I mean, I'm totally cool with that, but okay, like, right to vote or to voice your stuff, dude, go ahead. Yeah, I say women and men should have the same equality, like the same rights. Hell yeah. Wherever you want to sit in the bus, fuck yeah, do that shit. Do you want to work or do you want to be a housewife? Fuck yeah. Work with men. If you want to be a construction worker and you're a woman, fuck yeah, go for it. But there is one that that hits deep personally to me is like one of them is women allowed to go to war with men, right? With that, for me personally, I do not agree with that. Like, there should be no, there shouldn't be any equality when it comes to wartime, because not just because of feelings that I'm a man and you're a woman. No. It's just physically speaking, I don't think a woman, or not a woman in general, but a majority of the women cannot perform and do the duties of a soldier that's a male. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. It's just.
Well, in your experience in the Navy, Mr. Peace, with comparing your performance to a woman, would you say, like, you have actually witnessed that a woman cannot outperform, let's say, even just like you? Can they outperform you?
Yes. No. Like what we are going back to the topic before of that, there are some women that can do it. Fuck yeah. But 98, but we're talking about 2%. You know what I'm saying? And out of those 2%, are those 2% gonna go join the fucking military? No, they're not. But out of those 98%, will they join the? Fuck yeah, right? You probably get like 30% out of the 98 going to the military. Now, out of those 30%, which one of those can fucking perform everything that a male grunt can do? Not all of them. We're talking like little, dude.
I think for me, as far as women going to war, honestly, I just think that men should be the one to make that sacrifice.
I mean, that's how it was.
Women
back
should
in the day,
be
man.
home to preserve the family.
That's how it was back in the day. You
just
protect the women and the children because you're not just because that's pussy to go home to, but the future of the human race depends on the women and children. You know what I'm saying?
And like for me too, it's like if it came down to it, man, I would rather sacrifice myself than sacrifice my lady. I want my lady. It's a matter of I want my lady to survive. I don't want her to go to war. I don't want women to go to war because I want them to be the ones that survive. If anything, their husbands should be the ones to man up and fucking
let's say let's bring it. Let's look at it at a smaller scale, right? Let's say there's a tribe of people of 5 people, okay? 5, or maybe just make it 6 people. Now, out of the 6, 2 are women, and 4 is men. And let's say they have to go defend themselves from another tribe, right? And the women go, no, I want to go to battle too because I think I can do it. Da 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 da. I don't doubt that, sure, but for the for the survival of our tribe, we have to protect those 2 women. You know what I'm saying? Like the men, the men go.
I
do
get
the
that.
thing,
Yeah.
the men do the thing, but just, dude, that's how it was back in the day. You preserve the women and the children because the future lays on them. But yeah, and honestly, man, like with my experience too, like to see like war. I think people are talking like that because they have not seen war, man. And war is fucking awful, bro. War is awful. And just let's say to see, okay, like you have veterans coming home with no legs, no feet, whatnot, right? And how would you feel if you saw a woman like that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's sympathy for the man, but imagine seeing a woman, like she's more fragile than a man. And to see
I don't
that,
think there's
it's
really
like,
sympathy for men. It's more like, or like there's a bit of sympathy, but there's also like a sense of honor to it.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I mean,
A man gets injured in a war. It's like, yeah, there's sympathy there, but at the same time, it's like, you know, mad love to you, bro. You know, fucking honor on you because you took the sacrifice. You were willing to get out there and put your life on the line. Now, a woman does the same thing. It's really more of a, you should have been at home. You should have been protected type of attitude towards it. You know.
And I'm also you know,
It's
I'm not
playing.
I'm not saying that a woman cannot do it. It's just when we're speaking numbers, you know, how many Joan of Arcs do we have? Not a lot, dude. You know what I'm saying? Joan of Arc, she was a woman and she was a fucking warrior. She was a badass warrior, you know, and she was a woman. But how many Joan of Arcs do we have?
Boudica.
Yeah, her fucking Kill Bill chick. How many do we how many women do we have that's like that? There's not a lot, man.
Yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot of warrior women that have made their mark. And, you know, the ones that did, then fuck yeah, you know, I mean, they were badass, they were fierce as shit. If you ever look up their biographies and read their stories, they were crazy fucking killers. But, you know, and traditionally, it's always been the woman being the one to take care of the family. And I know a lot of women are happy with that, being able to do that, because there's one thing that I've noticed in a lot of women is like, yeah, when they're young and they're single, they always want to prove themselves, and there's always this sense of, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta set up my career, I gotta prove myself, I gotta move, I gotta hustle, I gotta make that money, I gotta make my living. But then when they have a kid, it's like everything fucking changes, and all they want to do is be home and nurture them. You know, I see that with a lot of women, and you know what? I respect that. Fucking, as a matter of fact, I encourage that. I would, because when it comes to a family life, you know, I would want my girl to be the one staying home and raising the kids. Because I want somebody to be doing that. And, you know, it's like, as a man, I should be the one to provide for my family. I should be the one that's, you know, giving them a roof over their heads, food in their bellies, and all of that. And my wife should be the one nurturing the kids while I'm taking care of the business. You know what I mean?
Would I contradict myself if I say they should have the ability to prove themselves, even in the military?
No, I mean, you know, women all have the ability to prove themselves, and they all have the opportunities.
But would I contradict my statement though on when I said that they shouldn't be allowed to go to war? But I'm totally cool
not necessarily because it's your personal opinion that they shouldn't be allowed to go to war. It's not like a definite statement. That's how you feel about the certain situation. But at the same time, you know, I mean, you respect a woman's decision enough to be like, if you want to go and prove yourself, then fucking do it, and more power to you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's not necessarily contradictory. It would only be contradictory if somebody took it that way.
Cause I was thinking of like G.I. Jane, you know, like G.I. Jane, like everybody was I was like against her, dude. Besides that one one fucking Washington bitch. She's like, fuck yeah, you should do it. But everybody's like, nah, fuck no. And then they even made headlines and shit because she didn't just want to be a soldier. She wanted to be a fucking Navy SEAL. And then she went out there and fucking cut her hair and fucking broke her Master Chief's fucking nose and shit. And told him to suck her dick. And I was like, fuck yeah, go for the hell yeah.
But you know what? I think, I know, yes, women should have their own choice when they go into the military and they want to prove themselves. But I believe that a lot of them join the military not to fight for the country, but because of the benefits that the military offers. Which not just women do that. Also men.
You can't say that just about women. That's everybody.
But I'm just saying, a majority of them don't really want to bother proving themselves because they're in it for the benefits. Like
you're talking about like they're not necessarily going or joining the military to go to war. It's just to join the military.
they just want the benefits, you know, like they.
But then again, you can't really say that about anything because when you think about it, that's what's like being advertised for military. It's like, oh, go to school and fucking, you know, like we'll pay for
your school,
pay your debts.
Like that type of shit. as of the subject we're talking about, when we're saying women want to prove themselves to be as good as men, but it's not so much that in the military. Like a majority of them don't really care to prove themselves. They just want the benefits. That's what I'm saying.
But that's
I mean,
actually
okay, well, how
continue.
how many people do you know like that actually join the military? Like even dudes, right? Like your guy friends that join the military. How many of them do you know that joined the military and said, "I want to fight for my country"?
I can
I
think
don't know
of two guys.
anybody.
No, I
I don't know.
got one.
I know a
I
bunch.
got two guys. Yeah, I know two guys that one joined the army, and he aspires to be an army ranger because he wants to fight in a war, and he's gung ho all about it, and he's never told me anything about benefits or shit.
There are people.
Yeah,
that,
there are guys like that.
Yeah, there are people.
I
Yeah,
call them
don't get me
hints.
wrong. There are people that do join. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that many out of the bajillions of people that join the fucking military. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
It's not that
which in
many
a way-
that actually
which
go
in a way,
for
I
the
know
purpose.
I know it's a common fact. In a way, it's a common fact. I know this already. It's just it's for me. It's kind of like, man, if you join the military, you should love your country enough to do so, and be willing to take the real sacrifices.
Oh,
for it.
hold on. Throughout history, that's a situation that has gone on throughout history. If you look back at ancient times, the ones who voluntarily joined into the military did so. A lot of them did so to get out of poverty, to build a better life for their family. So they were joining for the benefits as well. It's just
Okay.
war was a consequence of joining the military.
Okay.
So I mean, a lot of people, while they may be joining for benefits, it's really essentially it's doing exactly what the ancient soldiers did. They're trying to join it so that they can get a better life. It's just the only catch is they may have to sacrifice their life someday, and nobody really. People don't really want to go out into a war and fight and kill, and if possible, if necessary, lay your life down for your country. Nobody really deep down wants to do that. At least not until they've actually experienced it and realized the value and fucking the horrors of war and the value of being able to sacrifice for your country. But nobody ever joins that with that in mind, because honestly, if you do that, you've got to have some fucking screws loose, because who really wants to die and who really wants to take a human life? Nobody. If you really want to do that, then you're fucking crazy on some level.
Sane motherfucker wants to.
Yeah,
Anyways.
nobody who's sane wants to do this stuff.
There's actually a big there's a thing that I think you guys don't know about, but when you join the military, it's called the armed forces of whatever country. So even if you're a janitor, even if you're given the job of janitor, when you sign the paper, you are trained to be a war fighter. Even if you're a janitor, everybody is a war fighter.
Yeah.
That's actually that's part of the deal. Not a lot of the public knows it, and they don't really commercialize or advertise that little detail. But when you join the military, it doesn't matter what job you are, but you are trained to be a warrior. You are trained to handle a weapon, to be able to defend yourself, because when that time comes, that time comes. It's just that we're in an era where we don't need as many ground troops. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, war was fucking in a field with swords and fucking shields, and everyone's in a line and just okay, go fucking kill yourself, right? Nowadays, war is missiles and drones, and you're not even in a battlefield anymore. But the rules is still the same. Everybody is a war fighting soldier. So that's when you sign that contract, even if you're a woman, you're fucking a dog or whatnot or whatever, you are fucking going to war, sir. Or you are not necessarily going to war, but you are trained to be able to defend yourself. So
Should you go to war?
Yes. If that time comes, if the war or if that situation comes, you are trained to to defend yourself because you are joining the armed forces of the in this case, the United States. But yeah, they don't really advertise that shit. But yeah, I mean,
that should just be common knowledge, though. I mean,
yes,
you know, nobody.
It's kind of common sense. Like, no matter what whatever your purpose is of joining the military, in the back of your head, there always has to be that fact that there will be a time, or there might be a time, where I have to pick up a weapon and fucking shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The benefits is just like a plus, you know. But when it comes time to it, your country depends on you to fucking take a weapon and throw some lead downrange, man. So, yeah.
Damn, dude. This episode of Talking Talk Show's getting pretty fucking deep, dude. Pretty deep shit. Like this whole damn episode, shit. If you're just joining us right now, we are OPG CREW. This is the Awesomest Talking Talk Show. I am Testikoles. I got my boys with me, Mr. PeaceandCarrots, Boogerfungues, and BboyDamn.
Yeah.
We're just getting back to the subject at hand, Mr. Boogerfungues. To reiterate your previous statement, I don't think it's necessarily that gender equality in itself is what's fucking up the country or anything like that. I think it's the misinterpretation of what gender equality is by ignorant individuals that's starting.
I think it's
that's
the
fucking
whole
up the country.
Everybody
There's
has
a lot
to
of
be
people that are
politically
just
incorrect, or everybody has to be politically correct bullshit. That's fucking up society.
Yeah.
I think
There's
that's
no
what's going on in
common sense.
society.
People are taking everything way too fucking personally. You know, there's no patriotism and all that type of shit. We got idiots like Donald Trump for president. I mean,
like, ignorance is literally killing the earth, like the human race. There's a lot more stupid people than there are smart people. That is what's
because, dude, a lot of people get their
society.
A lot of people these days, they get their facts off of a shared post on Facebook. I mean, how accurate can your information be if fucking your auntie decided to post up that, oh, Viagra they're purple now on your Facebook or some shit like that, you know?
It's good for your liver.
Like, yeah, like people will see those and they won't even click the link. They'll just read the headline and like freaking like okay, B-boy, since you're vaping right now, that brings up one, because when I was vaping, I would hear this a lot. Oh, did you know that the vape juice, they make it out of coolant for the cars? No, they don't, you fucking idiot. If you click the damn link.
Oh, what?
But that's the type of shit that you'd see on Facebook. It says, coolant found in vape liquids. But then you actually go and click the link, you read the article, and it'll state that originally, primitive vape liquids had an ingredient in them that was also found in coolant. Not coolant itself. And freaking there was even
coolant, because dude, coolant.
Okay, hold on.
Just a quick fact on coolant, just to prove what you're saying. Okay, coolant is so deadly. It's so toxic that if you were to ingest it somehow, it's so poisonous that you would die from it. Like,
yeah,
even just a little bit.
Coolant, right?
That's straight coolant.
Don't get the green juice, because that shit's coolant.
For you to be inhaling that shit, you would drop dead, instantaneously. Or, so...
There's the proof in itself. So, but see, people were posting up that vape liquids are made out of coolant, or I've even seen some that they're made out of embalming fluid. But people were not clicking the links and reading the full reports, saying that originally vape liquids were made with the ingredients that were also found in coolant, also found in embalming fluid. And since then, production of vape juices have stopped using those because of the negative connotations to it.
Yeah,
but see, this is what I'm getting at.
Most of it is
those
just
little
propaganda.
Yeah,
most
but
of it's propaganda.
this is not. But hold on, this is not about vaping. This is about ignorance. I was using that as an example, alright? People are seeing this shit on their Facebook pages. They're just reading the headline on the link, and they're not even reading the articles that are connected to these links. It's that type of ignorance that's fucking people up. It's that type of ignorance that's just screwing up society.
Don't mess with my vape!
They don't use embalming fluid anymore. They use nail polish remover.
Exactly. Get your facts straight!
No, they're using
Don't get the
propylene
green
glycol
juice, man.
that is
That shit's
found
coolant,
in
bro.
inhalers.
Don't you know that shit? I saw it on Facebook. Shit's coolant, man.
It's that type of ignorance.
We're talking about ignorance, not about vaping.
Yeah, fucking B-Boy was about to go on a propaganda rant there. I had to stop him. I was like, hold up! This is not about vaping!
It's all propaganda! Like, no, we're talking about stupidity. Oh, shit, that's funny, man.
If you're just joining us right now, we are OPG CREW. This has been the Awesomest Talking Talk Show. Thanks for joining us. Sorry if you're just joining us right now and you missed the whole thing, but the good news is, as soon as we're done with this and we wrap things up, the whole episode is going to be posted on this page here. You want to check out more of this? You want to see some more episodes of the Awesomest Talking Talk Show? Remember, we stream them live every week. Actually, we just came back from a break, but we're gonna start doing that again. If you want to get notified about that, subscribe to the channel, and also write to us in the comments section. Let us know what you think of the show. What type
and
of
write to us to let us know what subjects you want us to talk about, if you have any.
You got something.
There's no boundaries with us.
Exactly. You got something on your mind that's bugging you, something that you want to hear some, four idiots in masks want to talk about, then fucking let us know. We'll fucking go for it.
What type of knowledge would these niggas come up with? Let's give us a fucking topic. Yeah. You want to test our
This has been the wisdom.
I know the wisdom.
This has been the wisdom of
OPG.
OPG CREW.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. We're gonna go play some video games now. We'll see you guys same time, same place next week. Oh yeah, dance party. Later, guys. We'll see you next week.